So what's up, keepers? And today we're going to be looking at some training sessions and a tutorial that I want to go through for myself and bring you guys along. As you guys saw earlier in one of my training videos, I did break my finger and I am coming back to the game, to the goalkeeping position from that broken finger. One of the main things that I've noticed coming back not only is poor footwork, but it's handling. My handling is now very sloppy, and especially on the low takes, I'm pulling back a lot more. I'm a lot more scared of getting my hands onto the ground and forward and attacking the ball. So we're going to be looking at a few drills today that are going to cover that necessary hold and handling and shots to frame. So we're looking at making the movement, getting into the right position, staying, and then taking that shot to frame. And one of the most important parts about this drill is going slow first, what I call technical speed. Technical speed is going slow and making sure that you're going through the motions correctly, that your step ins are correct, that your step ups, that you're shuffling and you're getting keeper ready in a good position. So when I start out, because I'm coming back to the game, I need to go at technical speed. But the final idea of these drills and the whole session is to end at game speed. Game speed situation is a snapshot, is very quick movement. So we start out going slow and we work our way into that fast game speed situation. So we're breaking down the goal into triangles, and this is my first triangle where I'm working on anything that comes to frame from this angle. This angle is an extremely simple angle to deal with if you have the right positioning. Right here, I've illustrated where my angle should be, where my line should be. I'm at the center of the goal. If you look through my legs, the cone is right behind me. That means that I am centered with my cone and I am waiting. Now serve. Boom. All right. In this situation, there are two different ways to take a service, right? The ball can be coming to the chest, where we have to control the ball. The ball can be coming anything under the nipple line or the chest line. Should be a basket. A basket that starts out up high, a basket that starts out low. What the main focus of the basket is attacking the ball with your hands. Your hands should be reaching out here for the ball. Your body should be down, your chest should be down. You come, you collect, you put your actual knuckles on the ground. Send me another ball. Yeah. Knuckles down, chest down. One more time. Yeah. Yes. And again, a little harder. Yeah. Exactly. Lead into it. You want to cradle the ball again. Yeah. Now, if anything comes in underneath the chest height or your nipple range, right? That's a basket. We want to lead the ball into our basket. You don't want to keep the ball, your hands here too close to your frame. This is going to make the ball bounce out. It's going to be a lot harder to control. You have nothing to control here. You want to actually create that kind of alleyway. So you lead into your body, out and in. And this is where your elbows are touching. Elbows touch, out and in, coming in here. And then even lower, now we're looking at the low take. The low take, we're stepping in. Same exact style, but our knuckles are touching the ground. So when we go in for the low take, we're going into a step. We're going, again, we're leading the ball into our hold and we're bringing it in here. Knuckles straight to the ground. Knuckles straight to the ground, right? You will sometimes see a goalkeeper make a step like this. This is called the knee down technique or the barrier technique. Why I don't like the barrier technique is not the same reason as why I don't use it, because sometimes I still find myself using the barrier technique, especially when I'm out of shape. Why? Because the barrier technique is a technique that allows me to just drop down like this, hit the ball, and if he hits it anywhere different, I'm screwed, right? So one more time. Yeah. And you'll see lots of keepers try this or try that. Problem is, if you don't get this right, the ball can go anywhere and you're not really ready, willing, your body does not have the movement to make that adjustment. The other thing is, on harder shots, I am of the philosophy that if your back is straight, the ball is gonna bounce out. So why is this important to me? And why am I doing this before the diving drills and all of the big save drills, because any coach will tell you those big saves happen once a game to maybe once every 2 games. But what you will be doing is moving into position, catching a ball into frame, because if you're in the right position, the ball should be coming to frame, right? That's more important than anything else. When I look at a goalkeeper that can make a big save but can't catch a ball that comes straight to him, he's not a good goalkeeper in my eyes. And that's the same thing most coaches will tell you. So the first thing that we want to make sure is that when balls come into frame, you're in proper footwork, you're set so that you can control and deal with the ball, and you're not giving out any type of rebounds that is making your team have to come back and waste more energy to protect the goal and protect the shot that you should have done on the first time. So this is really important to me, because I will show you some earlier film. I've been doing the barrier technique just because I've been very hesitant to put my fingers on the ground. I did break my finger diving on the ground, so now I have this kind of feeling of pulling back. So this is where I'm trying to fix that feeling, also improve my catches. One of the main things about catching the soccer ball is having your hands outside and here, not here, not here, not here, right? You want to catch a ball to your chest, balls out, your hands are out here, you're reaching for it, and your hands are separate entities. They come up together like a rope, like this, together, but not like this, just a little bit of space, right? You don't want to close up the hands. You never want these palms to start facing each other. The moment your palms start facing each other, throw the ball. If they face each other, you can't catch. You want the gloves to do their job. You put your gloves out like a net and you let the ball hit your hand. If you start closing up your hands, it makes it that much harder. You want to have them out like a draw. Boom. Yeah, this is what I tell my younger keepers. Pretend you're doing a quick draw. That's your quick draw McGraw, right? Boom, bah. Hands out here. Yeah, hands out. Yes, same thing with the steps. Same thing with the legs, yeah. That hands out lets you get your body first, lets you lead. You always want to lead the ball in, either with your basket or with your catch. Your hands are here, leading it into your body. You're stopping the catch, you're stopping the ball. Yeah. So now, we're gonna go through the full drill. All we're doing is breaking down the goal into 3 different triangles. Triangle left, triangle middle center, triangle right? That's all we're doing to break this down. So let's look at it from a full session point of view. Just 1 more second, yeah? Yeah. Come on. 2 more. So remember, what I'm looking at is clean footwork, clean hands, and clean holds. We don't need to be killed. We don't need to do anything crazier than that. Right now we're at technical speed. I'm still getting back into goalkeeper form. I still get back into shape. So we're not trying to rush it. As we continue on, as I progress and continue this drill, I will speed up. I will ask myself to go faster and ask the shots to come in faster. What I'm doing, stepping forward like a normal step up. Coming back into position. My weight's backwards, so what do I have to do? Kick out my butt, get ready in the keeper position, deal with a shot, yeah? So something that you can see is that now that I'm tired, I'm not coming out with my hands out. And when I have my hands back here, I end up pushing my hands out to catch the ball, and I'm pushing too much and I'm making the ball bounce back out. I have to have my hands outside and ready. So when I'm coming backwards, because I'm doing this, I have to throw out my back, put my hands out here, throw out my butt, and put my hands out so that it's ready. Put my hands and chest down, yeah? If not, the ball is gonna continue hitting my hands, popping down, or hitting my hands and popping right back out. Yes. Watch here.
You see how I'm actually moving my feet now? These micro movements, these small steps, every step is a possibility to dive. That's why good footwork is so important. Being able to step 1,000,000 times means that you're being able to dive 1,000,000 times.
So what you can see in my sessions, in my training, I want you guys to be able to see like all the things that lead up to a good catch. It isn't just the gloves. It isn't just the hand technique. It isn't just the catching technique. It's the footwork to get into the position. It's the proper goalkeeper set. If you aren't doing everything together, you're not making it look like it's easy. You might be catching the ball, but it might be popping out, or you might be bobbling it. If you hit all 3 points, proper footwork, proper positioning, and proper keeper set, getting your hands out, and then that catching technique of getting the ball becomes a breeze. And that's why keepers that are at the high level with their proper technique can make it look so easy. So that's what we're looking for, and that's what especially I'm looking for. My footwork is very sloppy. I go from very wide footsteps to very small footsteps, and something that I do a lot of is I'm turning my foot in, I'm turning my knee in. If you turn your knee in, there's nowhere to go outwards. That means all my body power is going inwards. In a sense, I'm killing myself. I'm killing any chance of making a dive, of making a reaction. So I have to make sure that in my keeper set, my feet are pointed a little more to the outside because I have a tendency to turn my feet in right when I set. So I have to keep it, and I have to think wider feet with a little bit of a opening on here. The same set is the reason why I'm able to open up and have my body follow. So now we're gonna end on our right side. Same thing as everything else, as the first 2 sides, but we're working on getting that ball to our right side now and making sure that, again, anything that comes to body, anything that comes to frame is a hold, it is a safe hold.
So what used to be my weak side, or what used to be my strong side, my right foot on the low ball seems to have been turning into my weak side, or seems to have turned into my weak side. When I go down to my left, that's fine. When I go down to my right, I'm not going down quick enough. And I'm not even shuffling correct. I'm popping up in my shuffle. I need to stay at the same height. You don't want to pop up in your shuffle because not only does it look ridiculous,
but it's also harder to get back down. If your pressure is going up or your energy is going up and then down, energy is going up. But if you have it in a mid stance and no movement, that's what you want to do when you're shuffling. You don't want to be going crazy. That's something that I find myself doing. I feel like I'm bouncing too much, yeah? I need to keep it much more controlled, much more in a balanced state, in a neutral state. So let's see if we can clean up this weak side of mine that has now become, or my strong side that has now become my weak side on the low service, yeah? It's become apparent that on my right side I need to stay at technical speed. And again, what is technical speed? It's slow speed, so that I get to work on my technique. Because I already found, if we watch back on that last save, or that last low take, my foot was in here and I had to open up. Because the ball was going so slow, I had the time to open up my hips again and make that adjustment, make that save. On a harder shot, my first step has been here. And that's what's happening. I'm turning my foot in here. I need to stay open. So I need to stay at technical speed until I change that. So one thing I'm gonna do here, so now we went back to technical speed. We slowed it down. I got a little bit better, a little bit cleaner. So we're gonna go back into the drill and step up the speed a little bit. So right away you can see the difference. I'm making the holds. It's still not as clean as I need it to be, but you're seeing that they're actually staying on my body and I'm collapsing on top of it. That last save was a little too close. My hands were too far back and I just caught that ball. So, catch the ball farther out, which means that one of my big issues, not only is footwork, I'm not getting my hands out again. All that's mental, and all that happens with a weak side, because a weak side is a mental block and nothing else. Yes! All right, I'm done. That was it.